So last month, my friends and I decided to escape the city for a weekend in the woods. We found this cozy, suspiciously cheap, rental cabin online, complete with a fireplace, lake view, and a 5-star review from someone named definitely not the owner's mom. When we arrived, everything was pretty standard except for a weird line in the house rules: please don't disturb the caretaker in the living room. We laughed it off, assuming it was some rustic joke about dust bunnies, and set about unpacking our snacks, an enormous collection of board games we'd never actually finish. The first night, after a couple rounds of Cards Against Humanity and some questionable s'mores, we noticed something, or someone, sitting very still in the armchair by the window. It was dark, but we could make out a figure, just barely illuminated by the moonlight. We all did that thing where you whisper to each other like, "Did you invite someone?" "No, did you?" We figured it was probably just a coat rack or a trick of the shadows, so we ignored it. But the next morning, it was still there, motionless, staring ominously out the window, which is impressive since it didn't seem to have eyes. Naturally, being responsible adults, we did what anyone would do: we drew straws to see who would approach it. I lost. My heart was pounding as I crept up, and when I finally got close enough, I realized it was a mannequin dressed like an off-brand park ranger, complete with a little cardboard badge that said Cabin Caretaker. The owner had left us a life-sized plastic sentinel, probably to scare off raccoons or renters with weak constitutions. We all laughed, except for my friend Greg, who swore it moved every time he blinked. Greg is very easily alarmed. That night, we couldn't resist. We dressed the mannequin in sunglasses, a scarf, and someone's hoodie, posed him by the fridge, and took turns introducing him as Ken, the caretaker. He takes his job very seriously. By the end of the weekend, Ken had joined our group photo, played a mean game of charades, and even accidentally won at Monopoly. On checkout, we left the owner a note: "Thanks for the memories. And tell Ken he's a real stand-up guy, though if he ever starts charging us rent, we're outta here."